Hello, Jegs. Thanks for having us. We are very grateful for the opportunity to be able to present to you our marketing plan and some of our creative concepts. And so let's just go ahead and dive right in. Today we'll be talking about a couple different things. First, we're going to talk briefly about the marketing plan. You have a copy of it in front of you, and as you go through the marketing plan over the next couple of days, there's quite a lot of good content in there, but I want to touch on just a couple of things so you are aware of what to expect as you go through it. Then we will talk about a creative concept that we've had. This is going to give you an idea of some of the ways that we're thinking and some of the things that we want to do. We'll then talk about the media mix and how the traditional media and the digital media all work together. Then we'll talk about some of the goals and objectives, both JEGS as a company and of our marketing plan, some of the goals for each of those. And then lastly, we will talk about analytics. So for the marketing plan, the first thing that you'll notice is we did a very, very in-depth brand evaluation. And we took a look at every different aspect of the current brand. We looked at the logo, we looked at the tagline, we developed a mission statement, we evaluated the website, and so we went through and inspected each of these elements, and where an element may have been missing, we, based on our research, developed a concept and an idea for that particular item. And we feel that this brand evaluation gives us a very good understanding as a team of where the JEGS brand is and some areas that we can strengthen. Next, you'll notice that we have quite a bit of research in there and data on the target market. And in our research, we're able to segment the entire market into two core consumer groups. The first is the amateur enthusiast, which is a little bit younger demographic. They tend to modify the vehicles, and the vehicles they work on tend to be their primary vehicle and their daily driver. And then we have the semi-pro racer, which is a little bit older, a little bit more affluent, and these are the people who are buying the crate motors for their project car. Sometimes they will have someone else work on it. So these two core groups really make up the bulk of the JEGS market. Then we did a situational analysis, and in this analysis we took a deep look at the industry itself, how the automotive industry has changed in the last couple of years, and then also a competitive analysis. We can't effectively put together a marketing plan without knowing exactly who our competition is and what they're currently doing. And then lastly, we delve into each of the different online marketing tactics. And so we talk quite a bit about SEO, pay-per-click advertising, display ads, and websites and user experience. So we delve really deep into those, make some recommendations where needed. And so again, as you go through the more comprehensive version that you have, you'll notice all of these different elements. So if you have any questions on the marketing plan as you go through it, please feel free to let us know. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. So one creative concept we wanted to put in front of you guys is to develop a questions and answers microsite. And so the idea is that with this microsite, users will be able to submit questions, and they will be answered by a JEGS master mechanic. And these questions can be informational, like how does an engine work? Or they could be technical. For example, how do I install my spark plugs? And this fits really well with the JEGS brand. Currently, JEGS is known for their customer support and their help to more on the technical side of things. If a customer makes a purchase, they're able to get that support. And then this also works well with how we want to position JEGS. And this will position JEGS as an information leader and a thought leader. And a great example of this is car forums. We combed through a large number of car forums, and what we noticed is that there always seem to be a couple of thought leaders, a couple of people who know a little bit more, and those people are looked to give advice, to give help. And we thought that JEGS could become that same type of thought leader and industry leader. And it starts with this Q&A microsite. And eventually, the reputation that we want to build around JEGS is that if you have a question or if you want to know how something works, you can either find it on the current Q&A microsite, or you can ask your question and it will be answered by a master mechanic. So this is a great way for us to interact and engage with our consumers and to help them keep JEGS in the front of their mind as an industry leader. So next up is our integrated marketing mix. And so while the proposal that you have focuses almost exclusively on internet marketing and all things digital, we surely cannot forget the traditional media. And Nielsen, which is the TV ratings company that does all of the TV ratings for the major networks, and they also do a little bit of radio ratings, they did a study where they looked at a traditional media plan and a traditional media plan that had digital overlaid, and the two worked together. And what they found is that the campaigns that had both traditional media and digital media, they saw an overall 77% lift in brand recognition, where users were able to clearly state the brand name. It was unaided recognition is what they call it. And then that same type of recognition for a product increased by just over 50%. So the two campaigns performed vastly different, and the campaign that had traditional media and digital media performed exceptionally well. And so as we move forward, keep in mind that there will be a traditional media plan, and we will have these other elements to it. And the idea is to be able to look across all of these different mediums and tell which are bringing in the most leads, which are being the most efficient, and change and optimize the campaign to deliver more sales at a lower cost. So next, we want to talk about some of the overall objectives of JEGS as a company. And so the objective for JEGS is to consistently provide quality parts and exceptional service. This is reflected in the brand field. This is reflected in your customer service guarantee, the satisfaction guarantee. And we wanted to tie a measurable goal to that. And our goal is to increase the average number of positive reviews on a monthly basis by between 5% and 10% during the course of the next year. And the way that we'll go about getting these additional reviews is asking customers via phone or through emails that if they're satisfied with their experience and with their purchase, if they could please write a review for JEGS. And we'll give them the freedom to write a review on Yelp or Angie's List or Google Places or any of these other sites, and we will monitor the total number of reviews and the sentiment around those. And we want to make sure that we're not just driving reviews that are lukewarm or negative, but truly positive reviews. Then for the marketing, we want to specifically increase awareness of the JEGS house brand and the house products. Now, because JEGS has developed all of these different products and they are the JEGS brand, they have a much higher profit margin. And so this will actually help to differentiate JEGS from other parts resellers, because none of the other parts resellers have their own house brand. And so we want to increase the sale of these house brands by 6% within the first 6 months. Then in the year following that, we want to increase those sales another 3%. And this will help greatly to JEGS' bottom line and overall profitability. So next is analytics. This is an example of the Google Analytics platform. However, for JEGS, given the complication or the complexity of the marketing campaign that we have put together, we will be creating a custom dashboard. And this dashboard will be pulling in Google Analytics data. It will also be pulling in QuantCast data, which QuantCast is an internet measurement tool. They measure audiences. Then we'll also be able to input our weekly sales data. and this can tie directly back into the JEGS API. And so what that will allow us to do is, as we are pushing different offers or promotions or products in our different channels, we will be able to see right into the JEGS inventory and tell if those products are moving off the shelves, if our marketing is effective. And then what we can also do is run a series of tests that will allow us to see if offer A works better than offer B, if product A is more profitable, or which has a lower cost per lead. And so this very robust analytics dashboard that we're going to build will be very comprehensive and will allow us to really make the optimizations and make the changes to the campaign that will take our overall efforts from good to outstanding. So we will go ahead and end our presentation here. You guys again have the full marketing presentation and plan in front of you. And so a couple of the next steps, once we receive approval from JEGS to go ahead and move forward with this marketing plan, we will have the first round of work ready for review in about 3 months' time. And so some of the work that we'll be reviewing are creative concepts for TV and radio and display ads, some changes and recommendations to the website, how we can change that to improve the user experience, and we will also have a complete media plan ready for review. Now, the reason why this will take us 3 months to do is because we have quite a bit more research that still needs to be done in order to fine-tune some of the concepts and ideas that we have. And so giving us 3 months will be more than enough time for us to do everything properly, really gain those insights, and make the work as great as we possibly can. Then from there, the campaign will begin running about 3 months later, so about 6 months from now. And the idea is that we will be able to have the campaign up and running for the second half of 2015. And then we'll be able to compare year-over-year results for our sales. So that's it. Thank you very much for your time and your attention. If you have any questions, please let me know.